You know when we're live. We are live. Well, good morning, everybody. Me. Just a second there, Pop. We are live this morning here, folks. The Dob And Wayno Show. It is September 28th, 2025. And we get started with what Wayno likes to do is turn a little wave up.
A little bit of shout outs.
Little shout outs to different people, different things that we're affiliated with.
Start off with Henderson Construction. They started work over at my house.
Okay, all right.
Fix the upstairs, fix the shower upstairs. We'll put a new little porch off the front of the house so it don't look like crap anymore.
All right, sounds like a plan. About downstairs, what's going on downstairs?
Just painting.
About the bathroom?
The bathroom's upstairs.
Well, you have a bathroom downstairs too.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's done?
No, the bathroom need to be working. There's one upstairs.
I thought the one downstairs, the faucet didn't work. The thing didn't.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. I just want to get it covered for the learning process. But
anyway, we're messing, people. We're messing. That's good. Good idea.
Yeah,
I mean, good work.
And then all day DJs, Joey Thomas with at Scooters on Thursdays for
now
karaoke.
Not to be butting in and nosing. I sent you a text about telling Joey about his team. I got on his team, and he still hasn't taken him out yet. So if he doesn't, okay, he might just before 1 o'clock too. McLaren is out. I don't mean out. He's out, and he wasn't. He wasn't playing. Now he's out. That's one of Joey's main receivers. I always just look at everybody's kind of roster, see who's got going on, who's doing what, and I'm like, Joey's got a player out. So, and him and Thomas are head to head this week. So that's going to be a good matchup. They're pretty well evenly matched. I would say, other than me, and I know I lost one already. I don't have the strongest roster. Thomas has probably got the better. Of all six of us, their best roster, maybe him and I that way, as far as what you have.
Right.
Expectation wise, not that your players are always going to, 1 week they could be down, 1 week they can be up. You know how that goes in fantasy, but his overall roster is pretty good. Now he is banged up on his bench pretty much a lot. Thomas is. He's got a lot of guys that he's got down there because they're banged up. But anyway.
So
that's how that goes.
Annette
McGraw with
Blessed Bakery Kitchen.
Blessed Bakery Kitchen, right here in Pennsville.
We keep saying this. We gotta get a hold of her again.
Keep saying it. We're not for some reason. Oh, and if you're watching, people, if you're out and about today, coffee is still free all day long at Wawa, the new Wawa. Wayno and I are not happy with the coffee station.
Yeah, it's a little small. But
I didn't really notice it yesterday when Chris and I went in because there wasn't nobody hardly had it. So you're like, he's here and I'm here. Now today, there were like 5 people around it, and all of a sudden I realized, it's crowded. So they could have made the coffee station where you do your creams and sugars and lids and a little bigger. They'll spread out more. Other than that, layout was very nice inside. Very nice Wawa. This is a prototype too of all the new Wawas. So the new Wawas will look like this. Well, they better change that coffee station. I need to send them a letter. It just needs to be about maybe 2 feet longer.
Yeah, 2 feet. That's all.
2 feet more that way with access to more, open. Everybody's like really tight, and it wasn't that way at the one on Carroll Avenue. It's not that way at all.
And if you go to Wawa, don't stand there with all your crap out right in front of the coffee dispensers. That's what took me so long.
Because I kept saying he went in for a cup of coffee.
I'm trying to get this dark roast, and this guy's just standing there. He's got no coffee in his hand. He's just got his wallet out, his phone on the counter, right in front of where you fill your coffee up, looking for something. He turned around. Oh, I'm sorry. Get out of the way, you dope.
Wayno's ready to scrap already. It's a Sunday morning. He's ready to rock and roll.
It's Sunday morning. It's football time, and I'm ready.
It's Sunday morning, and go to my page, my story. You'll find. It's game day, people.
We got permission to play that song on here.
I do.
We're gonna be kicked off.
I forgot. Jeez, that's a video. Now I'm not literally playing it off of a.
We don't own the rights
Well, they'll
to
still
that.
say you played it, but yeah, I don't. We don't own the rights to that. Good game today. Well, we might as well just talk a little bit about football. Great game today between the Eagles and the Tampa Bay Bucks down in Florida, down in Tampa. It is going to be a hot one today. They did go down an extra day earlier, I heard, to play. They were played at one of the universities to practice, like to run, to do walkthroughs and run through, but to be out in the heat just to get a little more
90
feel.
plus.
Yeah, plus, and then the heat factor, whatever you call what the
heat index.
Heat index is going to be higher on the field. No matter what it is out and about, you all know that field adds it adds at least 10 to 15 degrees more just being on the field, probably more. So they're looking at 100 and some degrees come game time for the feel of it, not the actual temp. But it's going to be a rough one. So because Tampa we haven't beat them too many times in the last, we'll say 10 meetings. I think
we're 1-4 against them in the last 5 games.
That's the last 5. I think the last 10 were like 3-7 overall.
Yeah, the record's not good.
I go back a little bit. The last time we did beat them, though, was when Brown had a big game. He had 10 catches for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns or something. That wasn't last year. I forget when that was. They showed it I had it on my phone earlier. I was looking at the replay, and he just ate them up. So I'm hoping we get him cracking, get Barkley running too. We got to get Barkley going, and I think even Saquon said, he goes, the running game will get going. He's not worried about it. I'm not worried either, more or less that is.
And I think about it too, but it's so slow, and you think, all right, because it doesn't look like they're really stacking the box against them.
No, well,
because
but they say they are. But if you
listen
to here, they say they're stacking the boxes against him. So we're either missing something. What you're saying, but that's what.
But you think if they stack the box, then your receivers should be getting open.
Should be, and that was another thing they touched on yesterday when I was watching the news. That should happen. That should open up. The blitzes are going to come today. And you know this. They are going to blitz because Tampa Bay, Todd Bowles is a blitzing coach. That's what you're going to say. I wouldn't surprise me if they blitz the very first play.
Hurts gets sacked first play?
No.
Okay.
I think either he dumps it, moves quick. I mean, he's got to know this is coming. I don't want to see him standing around. I would think my 75 to 80% of my play calls today would be passes, would be not under center, would be taken and rolling out because they're coming. I want to see where I'm going right away. I don't want to come back and see these guys at the face of me here. So to me,
he's in more pocket. Trying to be trying to be
this year is so different. Is that just to keep him, focused more? I don't know. I don't like that with him. When he rolls and moves, are you having a problem?
Yeah, I just thought of Hugh Douglas
God bless him.
Over the couple days ago after they beat the Rams, and they were asking him about the adjustments, and he goes, no. There was no adjustments in that. That was total abandonment of what the game plan was, they put a new one in.
I saw that. And then they also said that the coordinator did call the second half of the game because everybody thought.
I hope so.
Oh, I hope he did too. Because that would be terrible if he didn't, because then what's that say?
Yeah.
So if he was literally calling the plays, which they said people doubted that he was the second half.
And these coaches and the coordinators and everything, they lie all the time. So but I just hope we're not lying.
No.
Because that, like you said, that'd be outstanding.
Absolutely. Look who's over in Ireland.
Kelsey.
Look who's in Dublin, Ireland. Folks, we're looking at the TV right now in case we're a little bit chit-chatty. The Vikings played the Steelers in Dublin, Ireland this morning at 9:30, 20 minutes. That game starts. Both teams are 2-1, so should be a good game. Should be a good matchup.
So that means people in California got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch this game, right?
How's that go?
We're 3 hours ahead of 3 or 4. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4. I think it's 3. I think we're 3 hours ahead of California. Yeah, ahead of California.
Yeah, you're right.
So we're gonna have to get up at 6:30 to watch this game.
Right. That's what do they still have where you can tape it? They do.
Yeah.
I'll watch it later. One of them deals. But anyway. So the Eagles, we hope for a good game. Hope for a good game today. It'll be a tough matchup. Is there anything else on football you want to touch on?
Just what hurts.
Oh,
it looks like he's Obviously, second half, he was not gun shy to throw the ball and letting his
Agreed.
receivers go up.
Agreed. To let him to go. Yeah.
To do their
But
job, actually.
AJ was open on a lot of them, even though he had somebody with him. He caught a catch where he caught a ball where he had the people behind him anyway. He didn't go up and somebody come in and hit it and he still catch it. Only that one. He did make a great catch that one where he did this. So, and he even said, "I just put my hand out." He said, "I don't know. I didn't think I was going to get it, but he did." But
I just think Hurts just a little gun shy at the beginning of the season. Maybe he's
I'm telling you, and I know he's had a good career with us for the few years that we've had AJ. Now I'm talking about, but I still think they're not untapping his full potential. To what he can do every game. Because I don't like hearing spread the ball around. When a guy's hot and doing good, other guys are going to get the football. Don't get me wrong. He's got to get the ball more often.
Yeah, I mean that's what the Rams did.
How do you get us? Yeah, with the Puka Nacua. Yeah. So yeah, how come when CD was healthy?
Yeah,
we'll say 2 years ago. I'll go back 2 years. CD burns us because they go to him. He's your guy. AJ's had good games, and I'm not saying that. I know it, but I think he should have more good games all the time. I don't think Hurts goes to him enough. You can't tell me AJ Brown doesn't have separation, can't get open. Now, sometimes it's tough, but that has to do with the play you call and how the defense sets up. So don't run the same out all the way. Well, I've got coverage on me. Run a slant across. They seem like sometimes they get away from what works. Yeah. Last year, they didn't get away from works because Barkley ran the hell out of the football, and you're going to do it if it works. Mm-hmm. You're going to keep doing it because the teams just aren't figuring they're going to stop you. So I also think our offensive line is not the offensive line right now that it was last year.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Exactly. I don't think that's what you're seeing. We lost. That really bothered me a little bit because he's a lot better than you think.
Yeah.
Was a lot better player than you think. And I know he moved on for contract reasons and whatever. But I think that loss really hurt the Eagles and the O-line. Getting Lane Johnson back this week will be a big plus.
Oh, we were getting him back? That was going to be my next question.
Oh, okay. Well, I checked up on that a little bit yesterday, or actually a couple of days ago. But yes, Friday I found out that he was full participant in practice and he will play today.
I think we need to switch where Pryor and
somebody else mentioned Jackson? That. Funny you say that.
Jackson.
That Brant, that other guy.
The guy that came in the second. Yeah, they got to switch that around.
Somebody else said the same thing that I talked to Wayno and said that.
It was like
and you might see that. You might see that
night and day when that happened.
I think they.
I would start Lane Johnson.
Fred, somebody. Fred.
Yeah.
Fred Brown.
No, Jackson. I'll look it up. We'll look it up.
So big.
But yeah.
Fred somebody.
Another thing is some of these other quarterbacks that are starting for these new teams and different teams and everything, like the Colts. Jones from came over from the Giants. He's tearing it up.
Mac Jones, whatever. No.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, Daniel Jones doing good. Rodgers is doing good with the Steelers.
The Giants are benching
and
Wilson.
Oh yeah,
they're going to start dark today. So
I don't. Is it Wilson?
Because I got
Is it Wilson or is it the offensive line just sucks?
Wilson looks. But he's a good roll and runner quarterback. You can't make do with getting out. He just seems like he's really time for him to start stepping down. Yeah. I'm not saying he is.
But the only reason I ask is because if your offensive line sucks and you put Dart out there, and then he's just going to get killed.
So I picked up the Chargers defense today against the Giants because they're highly
that's a good pickup.
I know. So
they're going to smash.
But I have a neighbor. Neighbors is one of my. I'm hoping Dart has a couple good throws to neighbors, just for that reason, So I got it. But anyway. It's fantasy stuff. I was sitting in the bathroom this morning. I was on my phone, wheeling and dealing and making some stuff going, making some shit happen. So, So I think that. And we were in the parking lot at Wawa. You said, "Oh, I asked that on the show this morning." What was that question?
Here we go.
I said something. You go, let's ask that.
Oh, that's when we talked about the quarterback when the Hurts being sacked. Wasn't that it?
Oh,
because we talked about a few things there. I think we'll talk about that on.
Well, I think they come out ready. I think Hurts needs to be ready to throw the screen either quickly, dump off, or
I want a touchdown on our first
series
drive.
Well, you know that we're the only team in the NFL that is 100% in the red zone. We are when we get to the red zone.
So there you go. 2 plays. So a bomb to
we're
AJ Brown
100%
and get in the red
scoring
zone. We're
when we
scoring.
get in the red zone. That can be either a touchdown or a
the tush push. Is it going to be around next year? Because they are complaining right now already.
I know. I'll be honest with you, because they vote on it every year. I highly doubt you'll see it. But then whatever. So that
still
really
gonna get it.
that doesn't bother me. You're still going to get everybody up, and he's going to go down and go behind him. If he quarterback sneaking, you're still allowed to sneak. You just can't have 2 guys behind him.
Right.
So they would have to be. Everybody's got to be on the line then.
Right.
Right. Or somebody in the backfield you don't use.
Somebody said something about pushing. Well, I've seen it all last week. It wasn't a tush push, but it was a pass or running play, and they get in there, and then they just push the pile. Ain't that the same thing as pushing?
You would.
If you're pushing a pile, you're pushing.
I want to know why.
I just want to go. I just want to go to one of them owners' meetings, just punch everybody in the face.
I want to know why other teams, we don't see it even when we're watching other games and they come up. Why isn't nobody else even trying to do it? Do they not trust their lines?
Yeah,
we have a good O-line, but we don't have to necessarily have the only O-line that can do this. But you got to have a good quarterback that knows how to get a push, but knows how to get down himself with a push.
There's Wentz there.
I'll tell you.
The other one, Wentz doing better too.
Carson Wentz is doing very good. Yeah, well, he had one good game last week, but that was his first.
That's right.
So, but that's fine. No, I know. Nothing against Carson Wentz. I hope he does well. I'll tell you who used to do really good with quarterback sneaks, and it wasn't a tush push back 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It was Tom Brady. Tom Brady, when they needed a yard, he got behind his line. Of course, they had a good O-line. They really did. He always got a first down. He didn't just go right in the middle. You got to be able to go when that line goes, hit that crease real quick. There's an opening, you know yourself, between the 2 shoulders, guys like this here. And he does it. But he did it very well. So they want to shut the tush push down, figure it out. We'll be fine. The quarterback, I mean, I don't know that it will.
I think we'll still get with the quarterback sneak.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean now? Yeah. You just how do you?
No, I think
it'll
the tush push is going away next year.
I think
that's that's mine and Dob's prediction.
It is I agree with you, because we only had what was it had to be? They needed 12 to say no. They only had 8.
Yeah,
so it was only 4. It was only 4 teams away from getting thrown out this year.
Two teams. I thought.
No, I thought it was. I thought it was.
I thought it was 2.
What was it?
Well, we can look at it.
I know
it's good.
It's not.
I love arguments. That's why we get along. We argue and get along.
Well, we never used to. We always used to be pretty tough. Bitches. We used to have some people think they're going to fight in about 2 minutes.
Dude, that was funny.
We had some people at the school literally thought we were going to fight one time when we were playing them. We were literally playing people to make them. And then when they were done, people said, "All right, you guys, that's enough. That's enough." And then we said, "Hey, Wayne, are you good?" He said, "Yeah, I'm good." Why? They said, "Are you too serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're serious because we."
How about you mind your own business?
Wayne is a pretty good one to really. I mean, he can look upset and angry and nasty.
What are you talking about, man?
See, when he's not, and you got to be able to do that. And I got pretty animated without doing that. Mm-hmm. But it was fun. We did it about 2 or 3 years ago, and we did it on the summertime. Yeah, that's me, because I do like the fact that I chat and you just sit and listen. Drink the coffee. You look good with your coffee in your hand, bub.
I do, don't I?
Stop. I give you a compliment just because you don't. I want you to participate.
You want me to turn into Wayne and then get the hell up and leave me alone?
No, I don't want you to do that. I definitely don't want that. Anyway, we're going to switch gears now to.
What?
You were supposed to change your notes, but I haven't heard anything from the notes.
I've been throwing them off my head the whole time.
Okay, we're going to switch. We're just going to switch to baseball real quick.
And Milwaukee clinched.
And why are you like this? What are you, a Milwaukee guy?
Being sarcastic here.
Milwaukee.
See, someone's got to get angry.
I do, because you don't come out in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee clinched their.
Milwaukee clinched the overall home field advantage for the playoffs.
Thanks a lot, Phillies.
Phillies lost last night. Good Lord. I say this. One game you hit 8 home runs in a game, another game you can't score a run.
I was kind of hoping Schwarber get more. I would kind of like him to get 60 home runs.
I did. We were all hoping, dude. I was hoping at least one. These last few games, I just want to hit one, that night, hit one, and then hit one to come right up to the. Even if he got 59, he would. Would you imagine 59? He didn't get 60, but he would have broke the record because Howard had 58. Yeah. I'm just saying 59. I'd be like, really? I couldn't get 60.
So what's he got?
Anyway, he's got 56 56, doesn't he? Is he on
He ain't
56?
going to nail 3 home runs today.
Yeah, or he might nail 2 and tie, and then that's either way, just win today. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. We've clinched a first round bye. So what the Phillies do is they have to wait a little, which is good. Need a little rest.
Yeah.
Healthy. Some people are funny about that. They interviewed a couple ladies there at the stadium that know football or baseball, I'm sorry. And she's like, I don't know if it's good that we're be off because then we're going to get cold. Now we're playing real good right now. I want to keep the momentum going. I don't know that great. There's a thing to that, yes and no. But if you're banged up a little bit, you need guys to get healthy. Trey Turner's actually going to play today. And I really don't know why they're doing that. Trey Turner, because he's been out with that hamstring problem. So he's actually going to play today. He's been out for like weeks. I forget how many, but
maybe he's going to play because it doesn't count. In other words,
but just to get a little playing time, just to see how it feels. But I don't want to aggravate him. Maybe he'll only play 3 or 4 innings, and they'll take him out. I think he wants to get a couple of bats, a little bit out in the field, and we'll see. But yeah, the Phillies will get a first round bye. They will play the winner of the Cincinnati Red LA Dodger series. Somebody you asked me, I think, in the parking lot, who would you rather? Oh, that's what you did. That's what the question was. When Wayno and I were getting coffee, I said something. I know. I said, wait and do it on the show. So who would I rather play? I think the Dodgers are a better team of that, really, because they're 90-some wins. They got Ohtani.
Yeah.
You never want to set. You always want to take a lesser team to say you're going to play, but you back into that to the playoffs, and then you're like, you always want to take the lighter team.
We've done good against the Dodgers, right?
We did. I think we've had a fair season that when we've played them, right? Yeah, I don't know. We should have looked that up. We should have had the record. We didn't. But the Reds are probably a lesser evil of the two. Or would we match up better with either one? I think we match up okay with LA, but that would be a tougher series. That's going to be where you're pitching. Got to really be good. And Suarez got banged up yesterday. He took a liner right back to him off the inner groin thigh. I mean, a ball can usually he feels his position very well, which it doesn't.
I think
this was a shot.
That's what Kim was
talking about. Hit him, but he went off smiling and kind of joking and laughing. So it hit all muscle. Is what they said. So obviously that's going to bruise. That's going to be. It's some kind of contusion, whatever they call that in your area. It's a contusion. So he's got time now to heal because we're on a bye. So he's got the time. It'll be fine. He'll be fine. His last 2 outings, though, he's not looked real good pitching.
Nah,
he's not. And they talked about that last night. And Ricky Bell and them talked about
Kim, my sister, and Tammy when we were at Applebee's. Phillies game was on, and they hit on a kind of a good point. They were talking about how he's either hit or miss. He's either on.
He's been on prior to the last few, but I don't understand right now what's going on. He's putting too many pitches in Ricky Bowe and what's his name there? The one Ryan doesn't. My son doesn't like the guy, Ruben Amaro.
Yeah,
just doesn't like this guy. But he's right about this. He said, for some reason he's around the middle of the plate. He doesn't throw overly hard to begin with. Okay, so when you do that, you can't throw pitches in the middle of the plate area or leave them out over the plate. You got to be more corners and sides and low. You got to have that pitch come in and dive. He's been missing that, and by missing that, they're hitting him.
Right.
He doesn't have the ability to literally throw the ball by you, but he can throw the ball by in an inside-outside pitch because his pitch moves. And he hasn't been doing that.
That happened last night. Actually, on the first home run.
Yeah.
Twins hit.
Right. Exactly right. So there you are. Well, hopefully Suarez will get it together. He'll get well. Everybody else,
I did get to see my boy, though, Clemens.
How about Clemens? And the other night, he hit a triple. Not last night. The night before.
Man, I like that kid.
It's Friday night, he hit a triple. I know, you always do. It was pretty big on. Hey, he's a good player. I seen a little reunion he had with some of the players who went up shaking.
That was cool.
Kidding with him, joking. They were all talking and crap. They liked him. Sure, they did. Phillies had to make a move.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not mad that they got rid of him.
No, it happened. But you're right. It's of course you take him out and you bring. Now I know Kepler's had his moments where he's got hot there for a bit, but as I say, you get rid of Cody, you got a Kepler. Isn't that like the same thing?
Yeah,
basically average-wise, and so that didn't really do anything. But Kepler's had some moments. That's the trouble.
But wasn't he supposed to be better than Clemens?
He was. Oh, yes, absolutely. Overall, yes, he was. Or is, probably, but just hasn't lit fired.
Right.
Like you hoped for. But like I said, at times, So, but the Phillies, they play today. They finish out their season today. I forget who's on the mound. I think I did. No, I didn't notice that yet. I usually put it on my page, but I didn't. So, baseball was I think playoffs are going to be tough this year for everybody. I think you got a lot of good teams in the baseball in the playoff area. Obviously, the Yankees made it. Toronto Blue Jays made it. Who else we got over there? I'm trying to think of some of the other teams. Obviously, the National League Dodgers, Reds, Phillies, um, Arizona Diamondbacks. Did they make it? I think they did.
Like
Arizona Diamondbacks made it. And a shout out if our girl Cheyenne is watching from Georgia, give us a shout.
Yeah, call us. Yeah, she hasn't been calling. She's been listening.
She's been listening,
but not calling.
Well, not everybody wants to call every week all the time. You know.
Well, we wanted to because we like you, Cheyenne.
We do.
So call in.
We like Cheyenne. She was one of our first way back when we were back on the air type people that caught wind of us and started following us. And I told one of my buddies, Jay Jones, who best friend in high school and was my best man in my wedding and everything. Yeah, I said we got a girl follows us from Atlanta, Georgia, there, bub. So my 50th class reunion's coming up, Wayno. 50. Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine.
Where they having that at? Shipyard? Engine house?
Engine. Engine house. Something.
Shout out to Engine House, man. They're killing it out there.
Yeah, Engine House is nice. I like going out there. I'm not to say I don't like Shipyard. I do. Shipyard to me, it's a different crowd.
Yeah.
And and my son can attest to this, and my family. Shipyard is a combination of people, but more younger at some point, especially in the evening.
Right.
When the sun's going down, whatever. The young crowds, the older crowd tends to go out at Engine House. And then by 9 or 10 o'clock, Engine House got like 3 or 4 people left in it. Really at night. It's a shame. It's just that's how it rolls. And then the younger people, if they were there, per se, they either go there, go to Scoots, go to all these other places where the music heps up and gets rolling. But it's great because it's a nice crowd out there. They got good food. Got plenty of beers on tap.
Yeah, I got to get back out there. Well, me and Tammy went out there probably like the second, third week they were open. And they were having problems because of COVID.
Yes.
Getting refrigerators and all that.
I remember. That's why they didn't have draft beer because they had to get their fridges and stuff.
It was
fridge units.
Like I said, the right place, wrong time, so to speak. Because we didn't really have.
I really wasn't impressed.
But it was only 2 of us, and I hear a lot of people say it's. Well, if you got a lot more people go.
You don't have to. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I guess let's just say you and her were there with another couple. Probably would have been.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Not
you just didn't want to go by. Well, some people go by themselves, just relax. Yeah. If you're there for a meal and a couple of drinks and go home, that's what. Yeah. But if not, you're there with a group, like you just said, you get a long table there in the middle, you get a. Yes, absolutely, you're going to have a better time. You know that.
I want to go there, watch a game. So I'm going to rent one of those golf things.
One of the booths.
Watch the game on it.
Yeah. That can be done. Anybody can rent them things to play. So if you want
to play golf there,
yeah, with I can't remember whose group it was. Brian's. Can't remember. Was that was Dave? I can't think of names. Mahala. Dave Mahala's birthday or something. Maybe it was his 70th. Might have been. And we were all out there, bunch of people. Very nice. We were upstairs.
So if you go in there, like say if
so that night stop out and see me. It's October 18th. We'll be there from 6 to 8, and then we're hanging out after that. So after it's done, what we're done with the class reunion part of it, we're all going to still hang. We don't have to leave.
I think that's a pub crawl.
I'm done with this. It's always something with you.
Yeah, October's booked, man. I mean, good and bad.
I don't care. Good. I care you come out and pay a visit.
I know.
That's pub crawl during the day. Well, there you go. Come out at noon.
No, it would be starting. Don't go from there to Scooters to Woodstown.
Well, a lot of pub crawls I've seen have been starting in the afternoon, like the early afternoons. A lot of ones I've ever seen in the past because they go all over the place. Anywho, do you have a calendar where you just have things on it?
I got everywhere.
Just get one calendar on the phone that says calendar. This is like getting
It's
coffee.
not coming up. There.
Well, you don't need to have it number one in a thing like a group. Have it on your front. October 18th.
Yeah, it's the pub crawl.
Okay.
At the Turnpike. That's it. I gotta be there at 4:00.
So what's that? You play?
Yeah, I'll be
Music?
DJing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it starts there and then ends there, or something like that.
That's cool. Anyway, that's where I'll be there, for the 50th. But kind of look forward to
They got another crab fest too in October too.
Really?
At the Turnpike, yeah. I'll have all the details for that next week.
Nope.
You don't want to go?
I'm just kidding.
God.
Nope.
Oh, national anthem. But we can't hear it, so we don't have to stand.
Yeah. Well,
We'll put that back on.
I think he's
But,
is he already done?
Yeah, he's done.
So where the heck's Kimmy at today? We ain't got nothing on Kimmy. Jeez. You get a little tired of this
She might be getting ready for the.
But she goes to church, though. She does do that, doesn't she?
I don't know what they do anymore.
I mean, sometimes they did. I know sometimes they said, well, we're getting ready to go to church. I mean, that was back years ago, a couple years ago, when you and I started. Who's that? Is that hot a doodle? Anyway, sidetrack real. How about got anything wrote on your notes?
Nah, we talked about it already.
Okay.
Football stuff.
Well, that's fine.
And baseball.
We can jump back into football. We don't have to just.
Noah set a record or broke a record.
He now has the second most strikeouts in Phillies history, behind Steve Carlin, who you'll never catch because he's 1,800 and something. Steve's got over 3,000. And Noel's in his 10th year, 9th or 10th year, something like that. But it is a feat.
That's another
He
guy.
passed Robin Roberts on the team. Remember that name back in the day?
Okay,
that's an old time pitcher name, Robin Roberts. And Chris Short was on that list too.
And they said
on the Phillies list.
They say he was he's another one that's either he's on or he's off.
And that's true. He's either and he does good, and then all of a sudden, one inning he could come back out and he loses whatever he had.
And the reason why I say that is because some teams got pitchers that, all right, say if their ace comes out, you know he's most likely going to have a great game.
Well, Wheeler back when he was healthy.
Yeah, like Wheeler.
Wheeler's your guy.
You just kind of
Sanchez has been that way.
Yeah.
Sanchez has been, he starts, and the other guy that we've had now this year that's turned it around a little, not great, but he's better, Tejon Walker. When he starts, though, when he starts the game, the first inning or so, they get hits and a couple runs, maybe one at least. For some reason, he has a terrible start, and then the next 4 innings, he's okay. He can go 5 innings, and the first one, he's giving up stuff because he always does. Then he goes and he doesn't give anything up. Why can't you start? Why can't you reverse it?
Right.
Don't give anything up so we can decide if you're starting to get hit. I don't know how he does. It seems like he turns it around, but he always does for some reason. But he hasn't had a great year, but he's had a better year than he did last year. Because last year people wanted to hang him. They just wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Tejon Walker to this, that. Why do you have him? Why do you keep him? Now, the pitcher that beat us last night was the pitcher that we traded away. One of our prospects was he in the deal that got us Duran? I can't remember. I did not remember who we got in that, but it was Abel, that Mick Abel. So he pitched for us early this year
for Duran.
Okay. And he looked good yesterday. 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, shut us out.
And they were talking good about him before the game started too.
He looked really good. I tell you, kept us. Yeah.
I don't know if he's tearing it up with the Minnesota.
His first outing with us was really good. I remember when he came out, and then they started to hit him. I don't know what he was doing, though, whether it was just pressure. I don't know what it was, but I think next year you'll see Andrew Painter come up. This is the guy the Phillies are real high on. This pitcher. He's our top number 1 prospect.
Another pitcher too.
Well, there probably is. I don't. I'm just saying.
Painter's been thrown around a lot.
Andrew Painter. And there probably is a couple other dudes. There is some other field players too that I'm pretty sure in spring training you're going to see, and hopefully they make the team. They can make this. So next year, I'm looking this. That's why you kind of like to win the World Series this year because you don't know what's going to happen in a sense. But next year, if our core guys can have another good year, and we bring up the youth, the young guys, and they start banging, and we got some good things going on. Next year could be a year. Could be as good as this year. So we'll see. That remains to be seen.
I don't like this new kickoff thing.
I don't like this kickoff thing at all. I don't understand the whole. But it seems like everybody else does. It gets way out. We do it. We don't get dirt.
Right.
Our kickoffs are crap.
I'll tell you what, the Rams figured something out though with that dirty kick.
Oh my gosh, they talked about. Well, that guy's not going to be receiving punts and kicks anymore. The guy, and they went and traded for him. That Tank Bigsley, isn't it? Bigsley.
Yeah.
Tank. Yeah. Well, they were kicking him line drive knuckleballs.
Yeah.
And he couldn't hold on to a one, could he? I didn't get to see it, but somebody said they muffed like between him and another guy, they muffed 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. They definitely said they were having issues. So
there you go. Roger sacked. Welcome to hell, bitch.
So the game now is all about watching TV for Wayno. He's kind of done. I'm going to have to turn it off because I'm here. Let me see. Real quick, I want to see where this guy came from. Right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
How, if you're a center, you don't pick that up? What did the center do? Just step aside and say, go get him?
I don't know.
Well, that's what it looked like. The center moved the other way.
Oopsie.
And this guy's not a linebacker; he's a lineman in the front. So you know the guy's coming. The guy, they're coming again. They're coming. Well, they read it right that time. So that's Kenny Gainwell. Yeah, we're watching the game now. So Kenny Gainwell, ex-Philadelphia Eagle. So anyway, getting back to waiting on you for a little bit of chit chat. What's the deal? Give me no lip.
Jeeps and Hoses was yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that local stuff.
Yeah, local.
Oh, that's cool. And the Pennsville Eagles football team won Friday night against Camden Catholic.
Yeah, we should have won.
Well, now is that the way to be? You see how about a little positivity? They should. I know.
We won a game, baby.
No, don't give it to me now.
Let's go. No. Let's go, baby. We're going to the playoffs now.
Shut it down. Oh, we ain't going anywhere, but they should have. Even Ryan said, "Is Camden Catholic any good?" I said, "I don't.
I don't think they were.
I don't think they were, but hey, a win.
What was the score?
It was close. I think it was actually close at the end. But at one point, it was 18-16. I think. I don't know. I'd have to ask Ryan. Somebody. Well, good morning. How are you? Just woke up. Well,
set your alarm.
Nice to get a little extra sleep in the morning, Missy. But anyway,
that's
glad you woke up.
Of course,
tuned in. That's our girl Cheyenne from Georgia. We are happy to have her. We've just been chit-chatting, not Cheyenne, a little bit about football.
Baseball.
Some baseball with the Phillies in the playoffs, coming up with different teams.
Hey, the Braves didn't make the playoffs, did they?
The Braves, let me say, Braves. Do they still have a major league team?
They play in Atlanta.
They still play in Atlanta.
They do?
They didn't get moved? I thought they moved them out.
I thought they were selling the team.
That's terrible. Should do that.
Oh, here we go. Now she's
I know. She knows we're kidding. She knows. You know when it's rough, when your team's not doing well for anybody, it's rough to talk about anything. We understand that. But hopefully next year, Atlanta will do it. Maybe this offseason they'll get together and decide, we got to move some pieces around, get rid of, add to, get a good draft out of, college picks, how they do, whatever. But the only trouble with that is the college or baseball is like hockey. As soon as you get the player, unless it's a superstar, they ain't playing the first year. So whatever you get, you don't really ever see.
Yeah.
And Painter's been with our division for years, actually. For a few years, it's not a lot, but enough to say. And that's how hockey is. You get these kids when they're 18 out of high school. We talked about this all the time about college, and that takes 3 or 4 years to develop them before you see them. What we got? And I hate having to look so.
The Falcons.
If the Falcons mess up today, I'm going to be a Ravens fan. The old Ravens. Now, to hang with the Falcons,
yeah, they're not.
That's a tough one. And in fantasy draft, I don't think I have a Falcon. At one point, I almost had Kyle Pitts, and I keep thinking he just isn't what Kyle Pitts just isn't what they wanted. You wanted him 2 years ago. Really wanted this guy. Kind of glad we didn't, but
when we during the draft, that's who I
during the draft. That's what I mean, not in fantasy, but in literally the Eagles draft. When it's like, man, I hope they get this Kyle Pitts out of college. He was phenomenal.
Yeah,
I watched him and watched his career.
I'm a big Gators fan. You're a Gators fan? No, you're a Duke fan.
No, that's any basketball, not football. Football, I'm Oklahoma.
Okay.
I've always been in Oklahoma. And plus a local boy, Penn State. I've always liked Penn State.
They win last night?
I don't know. And Notre Dame did good yesterday. They won. I did watch that game. I was over at Ryan doing the laundry, and I watched the Notre Dame game. At one point, Notre Dame's defense didn't look so great because they couldn't stop the other team. But I'll tell you what, every time down the field, they scored. The problem is if you go to the Falcons game, we don't boo. We need to start booing until they improve. That's what she said. They don't boo it, man. If you had some Eagles fans there, and they were Falcon fans, they'd be booing if they don't do good. Even if our team doesn't do good as the Eagles are doing, and we're 3-0, if they make up look bad like last week, you remember last week against the Rams that first half, I heard boos listening on the radio, and so they'll come out and let you know. But yeah, if they don't do good, you got to let them know. They got to get it together.
Penn State lost 24-30.
Oh boy,
Oregon.
The Oregon Ducks. Well, they're really good.
Yeah,
that's a tough game, but I'll tell you what, they gave them a tough. That had to be a tough one then to lose that close.
They don't do too good against good teams.
Not yet.
I know that sounds kind of weird, but
I know. Well, I don't know all their teams, so that's why I say
that they just.
I mean, yeah, and I think this year's is an off year for them. It's not. It's not terrible, not great, kind of in between. The Penn State I'm talking about.
Yeah,
as far as that goes, but we need to go to we need to get rough like the Eagles fans. That's what I told her. I said, she said her fans don't boo, even if the Falcons do bad. They just sit there and watch them. Yeah, you got to get tough on them once in a while. Not to say that's nice.
That's part of the fun too,
I think the players. Now you talk to some of our players just outright. Look at this fumble. Wow, we missed this. Anyway, we've got the Minnesota-Pittsburgh game on Cheyenne while we're talking to everybody. I know he's playing. I hope he is. It's over in Dublin, Ireland today, this game. The Pittsburgh Steelers Minnesota Viking game. It's on right now. If you have NFL Network on down there, if you have cable or NFL Network, you can put it on. I don't know what the channel would be, but it's on. But anyway, that guy, and I almost had him on my fantasy team on the bench. That Mason, this is a pretty good runner for a bench guy. I'm glad I don't have him now. I didn't have him. I was going to pick him up, but so yeah,
he did pull. Is he fake?
Or was he just doing that to say, even? Then why would he do that? No, he was faking. Like, my leg. So. God, that's Ramsey, isn't it?
Yeah,
right here, right there. The ball came out. Yep. Well, he knew what to do with it, didn't he? Usually, if you pull up, nah, he's faking. Yeah, see, he's not doing anything. Anyway, we're sidetracked again, but that's all right.
Sorry.
Yeah, you got to. It's a rough game. I think they even talked to AJ Brown and Saquon Barkley, and I don't know about Hurts as much because he doesn't comment much on a lot of different things. But he talked to other players, linemen and stuff. And the boos come. They know. Hey, they expect what we should be doing. They expect it out of us, and we got to be held accountable. And you don't boo for everything, but if it starts to look ugly and bad, you got to let them know this is crazy. Yeah. Maybe if the organization standing on the sidelines and up in their skyboxes start hearing the fans get a little disrupted, they need to do something about it if they're going to make it turn the team around. If you're going to get a team put on the field, it's going to be, and you want them to be winners, you got to start putting players together.
Yeah.
You got to start building around somebody. And obviously Atlanta hasn't done that right now. So, but hopefully
that's weird.
Hopefully good things in the future. Well, they were. You drop back a few years back, even 10 years ago, I'll say. They were a decent team. Always. I mean, their quarterback, Ryan, you remember how good he used to be. He could pick you apart. But if you don't go get that next guy to go to the next level, it will start throwing trash and everything.
She trash talking us?
I don't know.
She beating us to get mad?
How's that read? No, we're not getting mad. I'm just saying about,
She says Eagles will start throwing trash and everything when we get mad.
Well, they do get a little too. I'm not saying that's right. They are a rough bunch of fans. It's not. I think a lot of times we don't get to see other teams doing that kind of stuff because you don't show all what gets shown. It seems like only the
Steelers fans get that way.
There are other teams in the league that do, but the Eagles are they go too far.
Yeah.
I don't want to throw trash. No, that's not a thing to do.
Remember that one year, years ago, man, they were throwing batteries at people?
Yeah, they're just stupid stuff. It's just so hopefully when I go next week with the Ostrainers to a game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got the friend of theirs couldn't use his tickets for that game, so we got I think it was like $130 or something. I paid whatever.
So no showdown.
Yeah, so it's a good thing you said that because I'm thinking, what's going on here? What'd you say? What? Batteries. Yes. Wayno said he remembered one year they threw where were they in the stands or out?
I don't know if it was the actual Eagles game, but I know one of the teams they were throwing batteries at the players. I think it was.
That's crazy now.
Was it the Browns? Oh, you remember the Browns game? They littered the whole field one year with beer bottles.
There's so many things. There's a lot of bad.
All that crap happens in every stadium. I don't care.
It does a lot. We just don't. It's not recorded because you're not watching the other games.
And we just hear it more about us because it's.
It's like when you see your own news and you see crime in your own city. Like this is a terrible city, Philadelphia, but we don't see New York, Chicago, L.A. And the national news you do once in a while, but we don't see. But there's stuff that goes on you just don't see. It's just we're watching our local news. When it makes federal news and stuff or national, yes, then it's been bad.
Right.
But it's bad all over. That's the trouble. But let's just hope. You hope for yourself that Atlanta turns it around eventually in a couple of years and decides to get with it. If they're that has a lot to do with your organization, your owner. Has a lot to do with the ownership and who's going to spend money and your general manager. We do have a good general manager right now. I got to admit, 10 years ago, he wasn't so good. He made a couple boo-boo moves. We talk about this all the time too, but lately he's been really good on what this team needs to move forward and win. And that's what it's about. So fire your GM, get a new one. You can't have ours.
Yeah. So Cheyenne, this is a question.
So Cheyenne, here's a question for you.
We got those two, the tropical storm and the hurricane coming.
Yes.
So what is the status that the Atlanta weather people are saying about this thing? Because we only hear what we're.
So I think what you're getting at then is what path are they saying that the storm's taking? Is it going to come more inland south of Florida, or is it going to be more north above the Carolinas or something in that sense?
Because they're saying
it's coming near you in Georgia.
Yeah, because they're saying they're supposed to get together and just make a right turn, go back.
Yeah, because there's one that's here, and there's one that's coming across, and I think Wayno's saying, is it turning around before it goes, or is it literally coming into the, Georgia, Florida area? I don't know. She said,
"She's going to check."
Shout that. I'm going to check. Okay.
I'm just curious about what other news.
What's funny for us, if you go to our weather, we don't have anything lined up for a week, so I don't think it's affecting us if it doesn't. And I kind of thought what you just said before you said, is it that it literally supposed to meet up and go back out?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Even get right. So
I just want to know what other weather stations.
She can look it up. She might be if she sees something that's recent. Saying we don't have rain until next week, even so nothing this week then for your rain. Okay, that's Well, that's kind of
they'll be going out.
That means right.
Tuesday. They said Monday.
That's what I thought with us. I mean, we are quite a ways north of you, but
I kind of figured that happening. That's what it usually does anyway.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we have had some ones that hit the Carolinas pretty rough here a couple different times. Florida seems to get the brunt of everything that's storm wise. That's below them. Wow, as good as they marched down the field, I thought they were going to get a touchdown and ended up settling for a field goal.
Wentz missed the guy wide open.
Yeah. So see, you talk about these things when you're going normal. Yeah. Wentz there. What are you running out to shake hands with everybody for the 3-point? What happened here? Oh boy, man! I tell you what, somebody's injured.
Wentz over there kneeling down, and I can't get a break.
He's talking to Jefferson. Did he miss Jefferson wide open? Is that the guy you said he missed?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, that guy, why would you be talking to Jefferson saying, what did he miss a route? Maybe he missed a route,
That's possible.
So we don't know.
You never know if it's a quarterback or it's the receiver.
We'd like to be a couple of announcers here for football. We'll be right back. We'll station break from DraftKings. I could do that.
We'd be kicked off the air. Why?
We're not doing that kind
of thing. What's this?
Well, you can if you're going to do the right thing. We got to
probably watch my mouth. I'm making 80,000 an
I'll
hour.
have to have the bleep button because I know when it comes from
Yeah,
you.
just hold it.
So anyway.
Keith, what the?
Click. Yeah. I would be able to bleep.
On.
I could bleep him pretty good. I just got to be quick. But still got my reflexes. Anyway. That'd be fun though, you and I doing a game, like from a booth. That'd be neat. Quit watching the commercials.
I'd be like that guy from
Saquon.
from what you call it? Major League. Drinking
Oh,
Jack
yeah. Euchre, Bob Euchre.
Yeah, that dude. He was awesome, man. He made that movie. I want
to come on like we do. And I go by Philly Mike. He's the guy on and then I always follow him and Chase Senior. Chase Senior and Philly Mike, I get all my Eagles news from. And I have alerts just like people are supposed to have for our show.
Right.
Supposed to get alerts that morning. Philly Mike, do you follow them, both of them? Chase Senior and Philly Mike.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
I do see some.
He does give you the most update stuff that's going on with the Eagles, both of them. That's kind of the only two I log in on. A podcast. They're just doing podcasts, but they come on anytime during the day. And I like doing it because I can get some of the stuff I've texted you. It literally says on there seconds ago.
Yeah,
we just got a report on an injury, and that's how you get to know, what's going on. Saquon has a big. She watched the same commercial too.
Big square head.
Well, for the commercial, was that haircut he was getting?
Yeah,
and the commercial is getting it. I hope Saquon busts out and have a good day today. He's kind of been held a little bit. I'm not saying it's not all him. It's all offensive line's got a lot to do, but they're somehow they're combating what we're doing. Now, to me, after 3 games, wait a minute. After 3 games, you think your offensive line coach could figure out where they're moving to combat the block when you're coming off the thing. This guy goes this way. That's got to get better. Shoot.
Right. They said
what?
I heard that they were talking. It was one of somebody's podcast that he might be tipping the plays.
Oh, really?
By the way, like weird? if he's getting the ball,
yes,
he just stands there and looks straight ahead. If he's getting the ball, if he's not getting the ball, he'll look at what receiver is supposed to get the ball.
So you're talking about Hurts?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Saquon.
Why would he be looking to what receiver's going to get the ball? I mean,
that's just how he.
And why would he change anything he did last year? I don't know. I'm not saying. I know. You're reporting. You're reporting. I know. And I'm not saying. I'm thinking. And if you asked him, he probably say, I told you that. I don't know that. I mean, he might be. Maybe they.
Because like you were saying. Pitchers do it sometimes without
pitchers tip pitches. Yeah, can without purposely knowing it.
And I'm not saying that's true.
I think I thought you meant for Hurts because half the time he just looks right at the one guy getting the ball instead of surveying the field, and that is not good. You can't come back and look at a primary. You got to follow the primary, but you got to look everywhere else too. Because I've seen times when the primary was covered, he did not throw the ball to the open guy that was not.
And that brings another point.
That bothers me.
And I can't stand this little pain in the neck. Mahomes, what the hell you want to call him?
Yeah, Patrick.
He
I don't like him either.
They were saying that he is looking at his first choice.
Yeah, primary receiver.
And won't take his eye off him and throw him off. That's why he's not doing as good this year.
So what's going on with these guys? I mean, this is stuff you learn in college and high school that you've got to look the play. Yeah, you want the play to go to the guy who's supposed to get it, but that defenses know what we're doing too. They see these things. Why do you think they're in the booth surveying the fields all the time? So I want the check down guy. So that's what they said. Hurts a lot of times doesn't check down to the check down player. And there is one on every play. There's a check down guy. He's not the guy getting the ball. He's obviously not the main focus. So why not?
And it can be done.
Utilize
Brady
it a little
did it
better.
for years. Brady always checked down.
Yes. And you know who? If the primary receiver wasn't there, Edelman was always the check man.
Yep.
Always the check down player. Oh, and now sometimes not always. So
he was good because
he was one of the main check down.
He's the check down guy. You think you'd have somebody on him.
Yes, and he was a good player, so he was made. But there were times when he wasn't, and boom, he's wide open. Got to get better at these things. That's what makes it. Now, defenses do have a way of foiling what you want to do. That's the idea of blitzing. That's the idea of dropping back in full coverage. That's the idea of man for man. man coverage, I still think you're better off with AJ when they man cover him. So if you see man coverage on a player, I think that's when you're going to go to the guy. He's way better at man because he beats the man every time in that sense. But when he's in a zone, he's coming to an area to where the football is where you hope the receivers are, and everybody just zones up like this on him, so you can't go there. Right. All right. Well, if you're in zone coverage, doesn't that mean the running back should come out and get the ball somewhere, or the tight end? Because you're zone covering the wide receivers, the three of them. So we'll see. I mean, there again, I'm not a coach. Sounds like I am, but I'm not. Should be.
I would be in the Super Bowl every year if we were.
Oh, every year I'd have had 5 rings at least. But anyway, it's a lot of fun to be what they call us, the Monday morning quarterback. Yeah, when you after the game's over the next morning, everybody's like, "Why did they do this? And what the heck are they thinking?" I know, we all do it. It's tough being a coach and having a bunch of coaches and getting. It's tough in this league because the NFL is a tough league. It's not whether people like it or not. I'm not happy with the fines though. There's something we could talk about a little bit about some of these things. That one play two games ago, I think Saquon got a big fine for hitting the guy with his helmet, and he did did was lower his shoulder, his helmet, and he got fined because they said he led with his helmet. Some of these fines are getting to be way out of hand. There are times for them. Some of they're calling excessive celebrations, and some of that is the most. You're taking the fun out of every bit of the game. Taunting, literally getting up over a player and doing and like that. Yes, that's a definite taunt. I don't like that. But there's times when you throw the ball in the air and do a little. Who cares? That is not hurting anybody. Just don't taunt after a player gets slowed down or something like that, or you had a good play on him. Don't get up, throw the ball at him, look at his face. That's taunting. I don't want that. But I think some of these calls are over the top.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I know you have to get better at what you're doing for quarterback now, and you've even seen. Look at Metcalf. It's hard. Can't get him down, can they?
Carter,
you've seen some of the quarterback stuff though. Some were ridiculous. When the guy comes in late, barely touches the guy, and the quarter up. That's roughing the passer now. But there literally has been somebody to take the head off.
The roughing the passer call that I hate is when the defender is being blocked, and he goes to put his hand up to block.
Yes. Pass, and he comes down and hits the helmet.
Like,
that's not. He was blocking the pass. Now if the guy had thrown the pass already, and he comes down and wails him in. Okay,
yeah, I get that.
Not when he's going up for the pass and the ball goes past his hand and he hits the helmet. He gets called for. That's wrong.
And I'm talking like this.
That's terrible. I know. You're talking about brushing. Literally, they got to touch the helmet, and they do. But I know I know exactly what you're saying. So, man, Metcalf, they had a great catch there. He couldn't get him down. Like I say, maybe they use him a little better. There's Gainwell. They're going to score. Pitt's getting ready to score here. Oh, gosh, he's doing a Barkley thing. Hitting his head like
that's this. It.
No, Barkley's was a slap.
Where they at? Where they playing?
Dublin, Ireland.
Let's get on the plane. Let's go. We'll go kick his ass.
God, we'd get there to game stage. We're flying out of Philly to Dublin, Ireland in about 20 minutes now. Anyway, so these are just things we're kicking around. We're a little bit frustrated with. I know we're banged up today back in the secondary again. They say Kelly Ringo is starting. Kelly Ringo is starting.
I can't remember how he was doing in preseason.
Touchdown. Gainwell. He was always good with us. Now, see, okay, that's fine. That stuff, that's not doing anything. And he might not get a fine for that. I'm saying that you should be able to do little things in the,
I think you can do that. But you just said excessive.
No, you can. Yeah, there are. I don't know. So what's excessive? I don't know. There has been some excessive celebration. That's not excessive. What that was.
No,
that's not excessive. How about when I don't think it is. Is it right that when a defensive makes a defensive play and he goes like this and they all run to the end zone to do something? Isn't that excessive? It doesn't even mean it's a touchdown. I mean, if they just made a stop or something and they intercepted a ball, they all run to he waves the defense, whoever, when I say he, the player waves the defense to the end zone and they all stand there like this. And that's excessive. You didn't even get a touchdown with it. You're all in the end zone. Right. You got the ball back. But that's fine. No, that there, what we just saw.
Touchdown. I think you should be able to celebrate touchdowns.
I think touchdowns are fine as long as you're not, getting in the other players' faces. You don't stand over somebody. You don't get in their face. You don't push them off. You don't get up and do like that.
I'll tell you what, Carter's being a jackass this year.
Yeah,
man.
Carter's had. I agree with you 100% on this Carter. I don't know what it's with him. He's such a great player. He just has to act like an ass.
Like he's all on the field going like this, walking backwards, doing it to the other.
And you know what? Thank God for Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis dropped 30 pounds this year, and he knows all the fusses about Carter. And he's taken a full advantage of it and having his best season. First 3 games having his best season so far.
Yep.
He's the one blocked the field goal, rounded in. Dude, he was running away from everybody. That 30 pounds he lost, you could tell.
Yeah,
he's playing his best football right now. I hope it continues because Jordan Davis, I know, got hell for a couple of years there that they thought, was this a bust that we got this guy because he isn't really doing anything. He can stop the run.
He even said himself, he said, I could barely get off the field last year.
Yeah, he made a big difference. Whoever got him on the regiment they did made a big difference in his whole life right now. He is 100% turned his game around.
Now, Carter, he's the one that was in trouble with the law there leading up to his draft day.
Was he?
With speeding or something, and
it might have been.
And that car accident, that person got killed.
Oh, I did. Okay, I forgot about that. I'm gonna say, but I didn't remember all that. But you're right. Yeah. So,
and now the way he's acting this year, I'm like, well, maybe you are an asshole.
His whole thing, everything he sees somebody else do, it aggravates him. Don't worry about what they're doing. Yeah. You don't have to take their guff and everything, but don't. What's his name? The first game of the season baited him. Dak Prescott.
Absolutely.
He baited him and it got thrown out before the game even got going.
And people get mad at Dak for doing that. I'm like, that's what you do.
Dude, he baited him. Yeah.
That's what you do.
You can bait somebody all you want. He didn't do anything. And he didn't spit at Carter. He spit to
and I agree
between his guys to the right. I'm not going to defend Carter on that at all. Nobody should.
That's like you and me standing out there. Like you're on top of the porch, and then I sit there and I go spit in the grass or something. I'm not spitting at you.
Right.
I'm just spitting.
Carter shouldn't have been focused on Dak. Then he should have been focused just going out there shaking hands.
The ball was set, so he's not supposed to be up there anyway, right? Ain't he supposed to be behind the ball?
Yeah. What? And somebody else said, why did the team let him even go out there?
Why
somebody should have pulled him back and said, let's go back here, Jalen.
And I get it. He's an adult, doesn't need to babysit and all that, but
True.
As a team leader, that's what you do.
Right. These are just things he's got to correct. I'm sure he's been told about this a bunch of times here.
Well, we'll find out today.
And you know what? He looked a little out off his game, so I'm sure his defensive coordinator's getting on him a little bit. But you need to step it up, dude.
Because he's going to be really frustrated today because it's going to be freaking 110
It's going to be hotter, and they better hopefully they stay really hydrated. Man, look at this. Up. He turned. Nah.
I thought it was going to get wet.
Yeah, me too. That's the one I was talking about, the one that fumbled the ball.
But yeah, he's just being
I know.
Jackwagon.
Being a jackwagon. Yep. A big one.
Oh, they say it on the radio. He's being a jackass.
True. Yeah, you can say that. So, but anyway, well, it's been real.
Is that time already?
That time flies me. We get on a couple topics. We really do, toss it around a little bit, which is good. What we're supposed to do.
There's Hurts. Looks like your son.
What? God. No, here's Wentz. I get a chance to see Wentzzy.
Look at that!
Thrown to the backside of him, too.
We want Wentz.
No, he had a nice throw there. And that was quick because they were rushing him. Is this the pass? Yeah, they literally were back to the out of bounds.
All right, we just saw this play. Does Hurts throw that ball?
Yeah, I think he can.
I mean, I know he can, but would he?
Oh,
it just seems like
because he's afraid right now. He doesn't want to get picked off. He doesn't want any interceptions. Maybe he needs to throw his first one and
I wonder if that's weighing on his mind
and get it out of the way. What's he want to pitch, a no hitter for the entire season? Because that ain't gonna happen.
You might. I can't stand this guy.
And that's that from Jacksonville. Isn't it Lawrence?
Yeah.
I forget his first name. We're gonna. Might as well wrap it up because I know. Anyway, thanks, Cheyenne, for checking in there with us, dear. We appreciate you down there.
And all of our other viewers.
Good luck today with who you're playing. I'm not sure who Atlanta Falcons have today.
Don't matter. They're going to lose.
Wayno's real confident for you. Yeah, I mean, we could look real fast.
Uh-oh. Damn,
They're blowing up the phone here. Oh, right. That's it. My phone is just blowed up. NFL. Oh, no. Where are they at? Um, I don't know. Oh, they got the Commanders. The Falcons. Oh, okay. Falcons home against the Washington Commanders.
They might lose.
And the Commanders don't have their starting quarterback.
Oh, that's right. He's hurt.
Yeah, so they're using Marcus Mariota, which he did good last week. Mariota really did well. So, and see, Atlanta's got that Michael Penix. I don't know.
That's what they were talking about too. That last week, that 2 ex-Eagle starters or quarterbacks are going to be starting.
Okay,
those 2 guys.
Right.
Well, that guy and Wentz.
Atlanta does have the good running back there, Bijan Robinson.
Yeah,
you have a hot one. I'll have to have him on.
All right.
Thanks everyone for watching. If not, if you haven't watched now, you get to see our replay. Hope you enjoy it. We won't be here next Sunday. I will be at a Eagles game in Philadelphia. So I don't think there's anyone unless we do something during the week, but you'd have to let me know later.
Oh, speaking of that, pick a weekday. Wednesday. Yeah, pick a weekday and a time that you would like to see us on during the week.
What's a better weeknight?
Yeah.
And time frame that you think would be better to do the show from than necessarily Sunday mornings, which is fine for us. But I'm just saying, is there one during the evening? And what time is better for us? Just kind of want to know people's opinions.
So try to get.
So they can actually, if they don't put it, here today now, just go on the page, either one of our page or what do you call the other thing? The page and the site, whatever.
Yeah.
Just say, just drop a note.
Send on YouTube somehow.
Yeah, drop a message and just say, "Oh, it'd be nice. I like Tuesday nights or Wednesday nights. Or I don't know. I'm just saying at 7:00 or don't want anything too late. We do like to keep it fairly. I'd say right after dinner is a better time to me if anybody wants to tune into us. But all right.
Well, kind of thinking. Wednesday nights
might be better.
We'd have to be done by 7:30.
Yeah, we'd have to start. So we'd have to start.
So it'd be 6:30, 7:30.
Not that that's bad. I'm not saying that, but I mean,
I just wonder what their opinion is.
Yeah, we want everybody else to
get together and figure it out.
Opinions from anybody,
just so we can get more viewers, more callers.
Ralph seems like he's not real interested in calling, texting in the day, so we're done with him. Done with the Flyers. We didn't talk anything about Flyers.
Speaking of him,
Flyers haven't done too good in preseason.
I play him this week.
Yes, you're playing. You're playing him now. Yeah.
So, all right, peeps.
I'm playing. What's his name? I always call him Shalabam Lalam. His name, Shalabam Lalam.
Oh, Scotty.
What is the name?
I don't know.
Look at the name and see how do you pronounce it. Yeah, but he'll say just like it looks. I don't know what he is. Shalabam Lalam. So that's who I play.
He's driving the Jeep around now.
Okay. Of course he is, because Wayne's got a truck now. That's how it rolls in that bunch.
Yeah.
Gosh, if I need something, I'll drive the truck then. How's that?
All right.
And
after I get it out of the shop.
Yeah, Wayne's going to put it in the shop. Get her fixed up. So, all right. Well, we'll just keep right on going here. Eventually, we'll do a 2-hour show.
We'll be here.
I got my laundry done today, so I don't have to worry about that.
That was hard.
Oh, I do have to take my granddaughters to dance today. I got to remember to pick them up at like 11:45.
Yeah, don't forget.
I know. I got to pick Ivy up first.
They're going to be standing. Where the hell's Pop at?
Yeah. Did you tell him to come get me? Poppy.
Poppy?
Where's Poppy at? Look at Wentz. He just got that's an injury. Or that looked like the one in LA when he went down. No, but they went down kind of like this. Oh God. Watch. I'm sure you get to see the replay. We need to sign off. Here we go. We're watching right now. He does go roll out or runs. Now, let me see. See, he's standing. All right, right there. He rolls out. This guy. Watch. And you see how his knee went. He didn't right there. It didn't hurt it, but it didn't. I wouldn't want to get tackled like that. Anyway, I guess he's up moving. Let's see how he is. Oh yeah, he's off the field. They're fun. So all right, folks.
All right, we're signing off here.
Enough is enough,
We're
but appreciate everything from everybody. We will see you either during the week. If we do during the week, Wayne, I'll put it out on the post. You'll get, whatever night. If not, we'll see you 2 Sundays, 2 weeks from now.
All right.
All right. Later.
Peace.